Oh, how's everyone doing this evening? Wishing all the mothers in the UK and wherever else you have Mother's Day, happy Mother's Day. How's everyone doing? Where's everyone at? Just wanted to jump on and say hi, really. It's been a really different times. Um, Hello, aloha, how you doing? I'm on various platforms at the moment, just wanting to say hi to everyone as preparing for homeschooling tomorrow. Um, how is everyone doing? Is people going to work? People home? Are people locked in quarantine? How's everyone doing? Sending thoughts and virtual hugs and blessings everyone's way. Hey Hannah, good to see you, honey. Thinking of you. I know that you are. I think you said day 5. So thinking of you, Hannah. I hope everyone's doing well. Um, just thinking, so I made sure my girls got to bed on time tonight, and just trying to keep them in their school routine. Um, and if anyone's home tomorrow, just want to encourage you, if you can, when you wake up, get up, brush your teeth, have a shower, get dressed. I know I had a few friends saying that they're not sure about all of those things, but it really does make you feel better. Try and stay in your usual routine in terms of getting up and getting to bed and all of that good stuff. Um, so how's everyone feeling about next week? Hey, Charisse. Sharon, how you doing, honey? Just sending love to everyone. Just jumping on and saying hi, and yeah, just thinking about the week ahead. I know today's been really different for a lot of people with church and kind of streaming church online and not being able to get into service as they usually would. Um, but yeah, so tomorrow morning, there's someone called the Body Coach on YouTube. So my girls are already ready to get up and get their PE kits on and do exercise with the Body Coach in the morning. So they are looking forward to that. They've got their homeschooling plan. So we'll be doing all of that. So yes, we'll be working from home. And I think, as I said on our House of Alona clergy page, I think probably about 2-3 weeks ago now. I was so emotional I couldn't even get on to do a live because we were leaving our office. So I went from working from home, actually this desk where I made my first clergy dresses. Hey Jason, what's up? How you doing? I went from working from home, making the clergy dresses myself, to having a manufacturer and having loads and loads of stock here. And then it just got too much, and we moved out of the house and into an office where we've had staff, and then we moved out to fulfillment, and things got so much there that we then outsourced to a fulfillment company. And so that all of our stock went off to a warehouse. But I was really emotional because after 3.5 years, brought the office back home. So came back home. Hi, Lisa. Hi, Juliet. Aunt Juliet. How you doing? So yeah, came back home, brought all of our stock is still at our fulfillment warehouse, but the office came back home. So I was quite emotional at the end of last month. Hey, I'll say what's up to Cliff. No worries, Jason. Good to hear from you. So yeah, we brought everything back home. Sorry, we're still at the warehouse, but we're back home in terms of the office, and it's quite emotional because we've been there for 3.5 years. But then I just looked at the timing of God, and I was just like, wow, Lord, look at this. We moved out of the office, and within 2 weeks, we would have had to been working from home anyway. So God's timing is absolutely perfect. So yes, I was just checking in, seeing how everyone's doing. Miss you, Juliet. Seeing how everyone's doing, how everyone's bearing up. People are in lockdown at home, and how's the school situation? We're getting ready to homeschool tomorrow. We've got a 9-year-old and a 6-year-old, and told my 9-year-old that from 9 till 3 she has to call me Mrs. Daly. She's not having it. But yeah, we're just making the most of it. And there's so much pressure on homeschooling, and suddenly you're having to become a teacher for your children. And I read this really great message that basically said, just hold your babies in close, because they may not understand what's going on in the world, but they can feel it, and they can feel any of your anxiety and stuff like that too. So just hold them close. If their behavior isn't great, no pressure, like the oh, you're NHS staff, so you're off to work. Thank you so much for what you're doing, Sharon. Bless you. Yeah, so our babies, we just need to hold them close. They don't fully understand what's going on, but it's just important for us to be there. And they said even when the children do go back to school, the teachers are fully equipped and trained to bring them back up to speed if there's anything that they've missed. But, you know, with our children home and us home with maybe partners and things like that, what's really important is for us to really just focus on what's important. Focus on family, focus on, you know, just time spent at home, which we often don't get to do. We work so hard for our houses and everything else, and we don't always get to spend much time in them. So yeah, just wanted to share a little about working from home. I know some people are freaking out about working from home with partners and children, and my uncle works from home, and he's just like, there's so many people in the house now, I'm so confused, what's going on? But you know, myself and Peter have, you know, kind of worked from home and done business and things like that for many years, so we're quite used to it. So any questions, feel free to ask. But definitely a time for the families to draw together and to even think and pray about those who, you know, children in abusive homes and, you know, things like that, abusive partners and things, just praying for people's safety, and, you know, that there will be a change of mindset, and people's hearts and minds will be changed, and, you know, it won't be for the worse, but maybe even for the good. So, you know, that God can just flip everything around. So yeah, so I'm sort of in product creation mode as well. I think one of the lessons learned, what lessons have you guys learned from all of this? I think for us, one of the big things have been, you know, having multiple streams of income. Because for both of us being self-employed, there's different things that have kind of stopped and fallen off for both of us. So we're really, you know, thinking about other streams of income and just other creative things that we can do, especially in this time, things that we can do to really help other people right now. And so one of the things that I was thinking about, as you may know, I'm trying to think what side it's on, I've written a book called Finding Divine Flow. It's available on Amazon. It's available on Kindle. Peter's studio is literally right here, so we're almost finished the audiobook. We're just literally editing it and looking forward to releasing that soon as well. But there's a whole raft of products that I'm trying to create from the book, like some really useful things. So really excited to release those. And the thought came to me today to actually release the products and the webinars and just do them for free, especially in this season while people are thinking about what they're doing with life and what next. Hopefully there'll be some really great tools and tips and keys on like time management, getting everything you can out of everything you have, and just some really cool things like that that people can use and apply to their life in this uncertain season. So hopefully that will be useful. We'll be doing quite a lot of that for free, and then later on packaging them up and stuff. So I'll definitely keep you posted on what we're doing, but praying for everyone, hoping everyone's doing well. It's a very uncertain time, but you know, as I keep saying, this hasn't taken God by surprise. So he knows what's going on, and we just absolutely have to keep putting our trust in him. So sending blessings to everyone, and have a great week. And it's funny, as a fashion designer and as someone who owns a business, a small business owner, it's tough. And it's funny because Peter said to me, oh, you know, you could probably get some really good deals online and online shopping and stuff like that. And I was like, why am I shopping? I've got nowhere to go. But that's not the right attitude, people. It's not the right attitude, because actually me doing a little bit of shopping could actually help a small business owner. And I was even thinking about my business, House of Ilona, and you know, putting out to my clients, would a sale be useful? Are people thinking about that sort of thing? But it is really important to help and support small businesses. So whatever you can do to help and support small businesses, as well as people that just need help, and our prayers. So yeah, I was just coming on talking a little bit about my book, Finding Divine Flow, and just additional products and things that are being created from it. So keep an eye out over the next few days and weeks. I'll be doing a load of live free webinars and things like that, just sharing information, creating products, and just really trying to get creative in this season to, yes, you know, create additional streams of income, but also to help support and encourage people who are just feeling a little bit lost and, you know, just not really knowing what to do and stuff like that. So just here to help, support, encourage, uplift, all of that. So so yeah, and I said on my clergy Facebook page this week that I spoke to one of my clients, a minister friend of mine, who she had a huge event planned in Atlanta. I think it was for Friday, and she obviously had to cancel the event, but decided to take the event online, which was phenomenal. Great idea. But speaking to her, she was just a bit like, I'm not even sure anymore, and should I really do this? And I was just like, you absolutely have to do this. I said, it can feel strange, but I said, people need hope in this time. People need hope. And even with, you know, shopping or, you know, helping small business owners, it's really important, because actually I'm not just thinking about this season, I'm planning for the future. And actually, when you start to plan for the future and think about what's ahead, it's giving you hope. It's giving you something to live for. It's giving you something to look forward to. You know, my friends and I are like, we're going to go here after this. We're going to do this after that. You know, you have to have something to look forward to keep you looking forward, and just really believing that, you know, this is not going to last always. It's not going to last forever. This too shall pass, and we will get through this. And it's just been amazing to see how people have come together and really just supporting and encouraging each other. So yes, just coming on to see how everyone's doing. See what your week is looking like, see how your day has been. Thank you so much, Sharon. I appreciate you. It's great to see people online. Shalom, Pastor Della, how are you? Bless you, Paul. Good to see you, sir. Yeah, just wanted to jump on here, send some love. Happy Mother's Day to those in the UK. I know in the US, hi Karen in America. I know in the US, it's not Mother's Day. When's Mother's Day in the US? I think it's around June or July. Bless you, Sherry. I think it's around June or July, but Mother's Day in the UK is today. So happy Mother's Day. I'm wearing my Wonder Woman t-shirt that I got from my girls today. Yes, awesome. Thank you so much for the comments and the blessings. Yeah, so just wanting to come on and see how everyone's doing. Hey, my brother Donovan's just come on. How you doing, sir? Hope everyone's doing well. But yeah, absolutely believing God for miracles, signs and wonders. Yes, awesome. Cool. Thank you so much for jumping on. I'm going to see what else. Oh, it's in May. Mother's Day in the US is in May. Thank you, Juliet. Like I said, we'll be doing some live webinars and different things just to try and help, inspire, encourage, you know, whatever I can do to help people through this challenging season. Just wanting to bring some ideas and inspiration for life. I was sharing again my book, Finding Divine Flow. If anyone's looking for some inspiration on being an entrepreneur, I really talk about my entrepreneurial journey, 10 years doing my fashion label. I will do a webinar as well around, you know, the fashion industry and running a fashion label and a fashion business. Just sharing some of my experience and hoping that it can help and bless someone. Yeah, and it's really interesting. This is our magazine, which we created. It's called Ordained Magazine, and it started just a way to inspire and encourage women in ministry, because I speak to women all the time who are yes, I remember you, Catherine, Shirley, good to see you. I speak to women all the time who are about to be ordained and they want to wear their clergy collar and get their clergy dresses from us, and I always wanted to do something to kind of inspire and encourage them, so this magazine was born. But what's phenomenal is the current issue that we're working on for spring. The idea was to you know, something around spring, we're kind of like thinking about what we're going to call it, and so it's like spring new, and then the idea came, navigating new seasons. So the second edition of Ordained magazine is packed full of powerful articles on navigating new seasons. We did not know what was coming when even the writers were writing and submitting articles. We didn't know this season was coming. So it's going to be really powerful, really jam-packed, just to help people all over who listen and read our magazine on how to navigate new seasons. And we are definitely in a new season, a new time, unlike anything we've seen before. You know, and it's one thing me saying 30 something years old, I've never seen anything like this before. But when you have like professionals and doctors and people that are like, you know, 60, 70, 80 years old saying they've never seen anything like this before, you know, it really is a new day. Hi, Georgia. It really is a new day. It's unlike anything seen before. It's uncertain times, but we definitely can hold on to God's unchanging hand, because like I always say, this has not come as a surprise to God. And, you know, he knows what's happening, and he's got us in the palm of his hands. And I know that he's going to help us ride out this storm. So just hang on in there. Please stay encouraged. Feed your faith, starve your fear. Don't sit and watch the news all day long, because it will just fill you with fear. It's definitely important to know what's going on and to know how to pray and to know what's happening, but please make sure you are feeding your faith. Especially our women of God in ministry, in House of Ilona, you know, constantly just pouring out and having to encourage everyone else. Make sure you're keeping yourself filled up and just filled with faith, filled with the word of God, and just trusting that God is going to turn this thing around and we're going to come out on the other side okay. So bless you all. Have a blessed week. Praying you have a blessed week if you're home this week or with your children, you know, homeschooling. I hope that goes well. Don't put too much pressure on yourself. Take the pressure off. And what's really important this time is just holding your children close, and you know, even with the, you know, if the behavior is not great, just hang in there. It's all gonna be okay. But yeah, any tips or ideas or questions or any way that I can help in any way, definitely willing to do that. So have a great night. Like I said, wake up in the morning if you're working from home, and, you know, make sure you get showered and washed and dressed, and, you know, just kind of try and keep yourself in a routine. It's different, strange times, and probably going to be at home way more than we have been in the past. So definitely just hang in there, and do what you can to just, you know, keep your mind together. I know that mental health is a really, really big thing. Think about obviously the older people, vulnerable people, but even friends who may be single and home on their own. Just keep checking in on them, do the FaceTimes and all of that good stuff. But happy Mother's Day to the mothers in the UK. Thinking about my mom, thinking about my nan. Really hard not being able to see them. But yeah, thinking of you all. Have a blessed evening. Thank you for joining me live, and I'm sure I will be on again at some point this week. God bless. Take care. Jump off of here. I'm on a few ones, so